Hey guys, welcome back to Painting with Jamie. Today is part 3 of my commission pour. This is the third background. I've done the first 2 backgrounds and the first stencil. Miss Christie, the lady that I'm doing this commission for, which everything that I do goes into our ministry work. So I do not get any profit from what I do, first off. And every painting that I do is for sale, except for these 3 that I'm doing now, and that they have already been bought. I was not able to show y'all the painting after it was finished of the first one because she picked it up already, and I was wanting to show y'all that, but I showed y'all in the last video a picture of it, which it didn't show up as well as I would have liked, but that is the finished image. I'm going to be doing these similarly, but like I've said before, there are no 2 paintings that are alike. They're close, but they are not exact. She wanted different flamingos on the last 2 than she did the first one. So I chose this flamingo stencil for the second 2 paintings. On the second painting, I did the flamingo like this, with the ground going this way. For this one, I'm going to do it the opposite direction with the ground on this side. So, with that, let's paint. Now, the brown, I don't know why, but it wants to not stay on the sides. It wants to show canvas through the bottom. So once it dries, before I stencil it, I'm going to have to touch it up. And I may have to do that with some of the other colors as well, but it's not a big deal. A lot of artists say to paint the outsides before you do them, and to take the bottoms of your canvas to keep them from getting dirty. I don't do that for 2 reasons. I don't mind the bottom of the canvas getting dirty. By the bottom, I mean this part. And this part, I write scripture on anyway. So I don't mind it getting dirty. And I don't paint this simply because if the canvas shows through it, I'm going to paint it when I get done anyway. And I don't want to paint it beforehand because I'm going to be doing a landscape, which means the sides are not going to be one specific color. I don't want to paint all of it blue and then blue show through where brown is supposed to be. I'd rather it show white through where the brown is supposed to be, and then just paint that part brown while I'm doing the stencil. And then white show up where blue is supposed to be. I can just paint the blue through when I get done. So I would rather just touch it up with the color that I need it to be than paint it all a color that it may or may not need to be. This time I'm going to do it just a little bit different than I did it last time. Last time I did the brown first, and then I did the water, and then I did the sky. Problem with that was the water overtook the land, and then I had to redo the land 4 times, which wasted half a bottle of paint. Then I did the sky last. I had to redo the sky twice because I didn't have enough paint in the sky portion to get enough of it the way I wanted it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint half of it with the sky colors. I'm going to paint half of it with water, and then I'm just going to come back and I'm going to paint where I need it to be with land. Now, yes, I have this put here for land. I'm not going to be able to see that once I paint the canvas with the water and the sky. But that's because I decided after I'd done that which direction I was going to do it. But either way, it'll be okay. So with that, let's paint. I'm going to try and get it the way I originally had it the first time, this time. Did not put enough area for the sky. I'll have to go back and redo that. We're gonna add a little bit more up here for the sky because I've got to bring it down a little bit. I think the issue with the sky colors is the paints aren't thin enough. Not enough color at the bottom. I'm just gonna do like I did last time. There's plenty of yellow. Nowhere near enough purple. Just gonna do it like I did last time and just let it all sink in all over the top. I'm not gonna add any more to the blue right this moment. I'm just going to do the sky. Then I'll take care of the water. I think that's probably the best thing. Take care of one thing at a time. And dark blue takes over. I mean, like over. It is so dark and so beautiful, but it is a powerfully strong color. You've got to really pay attention to the other colors so that you put enough I want to make sure I save enough of this color for a painting I plan on doing with just those colors, with the pearl paints. Dang. Okay. Now I got a little bit of that blue on the side where the red is supposed to be. Well, not necessarily red, but sky color is supposed to be. All right. We are almost to the end, guys. One last thing to do, and that is the land. Doing that land that way is so much better than the way I was doing it before. There's only one issue, but not really an issue. it is setting up cells. And I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to make it a little thicker because all that's going to do is make it look like it's got texture to the land. Got to make sure I keep enough of this brown to paint that when it comes time to paint it, because I know when it comes time to do it, as this dries, it is going to make cells. Because it's already making cells. It's doing it just sitting here. It is making cells. In that brown. And that's because in that sky, I made way too much sky at the top and not enough water, I believe. I'm not real sure. I'm debating. I actually think I like it. I think I'm gonna leave it. I've got so many paints over here. I do not have enough room for everything, y'all. Because I bought all of these new paints, and I've been testing out these new paints and stuff, and yeah, it just I've made so much paint, I ain't got enough room on my shelf. But alright, well, let's see what it looks like. Let me show y'all. This is the final wet result. When I get ready to stencil down, I will show y'all the dry result. This made cells here. But yeah, that is the final result. I hope you guys liked the video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Can't even talk. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And hit that little bell notification so you can be notified when new content becomes available. And share the video. All of that is free for you, and it helps my channel grow. And I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a blessed night. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.